What is up and welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am here to promote my new movie film. It is awesome, it is grand, it is everything you want. You got the action, you got me blowing shit up with a gun and a machine gun. You got Johnny Knoxville acting like a jackass, and this is gonna be a good time there. It really is. This is an over-the-top impression. That was a little bit over the top, but you know, you got to do another impression. That's just the rule when you do a Arnold Schwarzenegger movie review. You got to do an impression. That's just the rule. Damn it, All joking aside, this is my review of Last Stand. So welcome to another edition of Worth a Watch with me, Anthony Flores. We shall get this started. First up, it's great to see Arnold back on the big screen, and for every other Jason Statham movie we've had to sit through, because he just does the same goddamn movie every time. There's a difference between that type of action star and Arnold Schwarzenegger, the badass himself. At least he brings a character, whether how bad a movie is. But no matter how many bad movies he's done a lot of good bad movies, if that even makes any sense. And this is one of those good bad movies. It's cliched as fuck, but my god, it's a good time at the movies. This is why you go to the movies for action stars such as Arnold himself. You got him playing an aging sheriff, and he's just in this tiny little town near the border of Mexico, and Forrest Whitaker just calls him up and just says, hey, there's a possible fugitive coming your way, Arnold. Holy shit, there's a fugitive coming for me. Why did you all lose the guy? How did you lose him again? And it goes from there. He ends up having to defend his town. He gets his whole band of deputies up and ready to fight up against the guy that's coming to cross the border to Mexico. That's the whole main point of the film, is to try to stop this guy played by Eduardo Noriega. He's the villain. He's the bad guy who's gonna fuck everybody up along with his henchmen. One of them is played by Peter Stormare, and they are just there to just tear up the little town just so they can pave the way so a bunch of whole border crossing can go down. It's a flawed movie, but it is just so great to see Arnold back. You just see him blowing shit up, and all one-liners and action awesomeness are intact in this movie. You see shit blow up. You see people blow up. You see some pretty... there's a couple of hotties in here too. Genesis Rodriguez and Jamie Alexander both play various respective roles. One's an FBI agent. One of them is one of Arnold's deputies. And some good comedic presence in here as well. Johnny Knoxville leads that, along with Luis Guzman. Both great character comedian actors. Good to see him still getting work as well. So overall, what I think about this film is, with its flaws and all, the director still gives it some style. I cannot recall his name, but I'll put an annotation. I know he's an Asian director, and I know he's got a good cult following on his movies, but he gave the movie some style and some respect to the aging Schwarzenegger. It's just one of those films where he is not the Superman anymore. He's actually got some wear and tear on the guy. He's showing some age. Because in my book, growing up with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 90s, yeah, there was a fair share of bad crap, but at the same time, he was still Arnold. He was still a badass, and he still is today. It's almost a crime that he was still kind of shoved in the sidelines in the Expendables movies. And I'm very glad to see him in this leading role, God, since Terminator 3. Overall, this is a fun popcorn flick. You can't really say too much. It's not trying to be overly serious. There's just the right amount of substance to be thrown in there as to what goes down in this movie. Everyone does what they can with the material there that was written for them, and Arnold actually took the role seriously. It was just good to see him on screen, as I've already said multiple times. Glad to see the big guy back, and I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. My final rating, 8 out of 10 in the scale of entertainment value. Definitely check it out in the theater if you enjoy Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, or if you just love action, violent, bloody movies as well. So that is it. Thank you for watching my review of The Last Stand. And feel free to comment below, like this video, and subscribe. Click that button wherever the fuck it is. And all that other good stuff. So until next time, I'm Anthony Flores with Worth a Watch. And keep going to the movies.